Start fighting your friends.
That's terrible advice.
Yeah, no shit. It's like an attention
Well, yeah,
getter,
but like
though.
there's better ways to get attention.
I
I'm
think
just
you're fucking
well,
stupid.
okay, well,
How's
fine.
that? Competition is not toxic. I think a lot of guys, especially when they start out with something like weightlifting or running, like to compare themselves to the 1%, right? What I mean by that is like, let's say you start lifting weights in the gym. You can barely curl 20 pounds, and you're comparing yourself to the guy that's been lifting for 6 years. He's an influencer on Instagram and fucking a roided up monster, right? First of all, steroids. He's on fucking steroids. Second of all, he's invested years of his life into this. You cannot expect to be better than him on day one, right? There just is no way. You're going to lose that battle every time, as you should, because you haven't dedicated as much time and effort as this guy has, minus the steroids. Maybe the steroids weren't such a great example, but you still understand the point. The more dedication and time someone puts into something, obviously they're going to be miles ahead of you. That's not something to be ashamed of. When I first started doing cross country and track, so running sports, right? I was comparing myself to this guy on my team. He had been running for, I think, close to probably 7 or 8 years of his life. This guy's 18, by the way. An absolute monster of a dude, running 5-minute miles like they're nothing. Like, even when we do our workouts, this guy is miles ahead of everyone. And I'm comparing myself to him. Why? Why don't I compare myself to the people that have just started just like me? Because here's the thing. When you're competing, realistically, you want competition that you can actually beat. That's the whole point of competition. So you should be competing with someone on a similar level as you. It's way healthier that you compete with people that you can actually beat. Because the sense of pride you will get out of, let's say I'm competing against someone that's also started track with me, right? Let's say I beat their mile time by like, I don't know, 30 seconds. I'm going to feel a lot better about that than comparing myself to the guy that's been running for 7 years and getting consistently beat to shit because he's running 5-minute miles and I'm running six half. So what I just talked about was external, right? Comparing yourself to the top 1%, right? Like you're making 42K a year and comparing yourself to fucking Bill Gates. Or you're, just started lifting weights and you're comparing yourself to Noel, what the fuck is his name? Realistically, you should be competing with yourself. What do I mean by that? For example, right now, I've been big into weightlifting pretty much all summer. I've been going to the gym pretty consistently. And before that, I was going to the gym in my school. Back in May, I was doing a bench press, and I had 35 pounds on each side, plus a 45 in the middle, so 115 pounds. And I was doing this 115-pound rep. I did it twice, and then I almost dropped the weight, and I had to have my friend come and spot me and pick it up off of me. Yesterday, I did that same exact workout, and I repped that weight 17 times in a row. 115 pounds, lightweight, baby, lightweight. What you want to be doing is comparing yourself to yourself. Back in May, I could only do that twice and still had to get spotted on the third because I almost dropped it. Now I can do it 17 times. It's little things like that. Compare yourself to yourself, set realistic goals, set realistic expectations of yourself, and compare yourself to how you were before. It's going to be a way healthier mindset, and you're going to think back, holy shit, in May I was a little twig pussy with no chest muscle, and now I'm arguably Chad. Clearly, you're seeing improvement because you've put in the time, you've put in the effort, and that's how it should be. Internal motivation is going to motivate you to always try better and be better than yourself, and it's going to motivate you to keep on going with your goals. External motivation is going to motivate you in the heat of the moment, right? I need to beat that guy over there, or, I need to make more money than this fucker over here. That's the whole point. Competition should be done between you and yourself, or between you and someone that is similar to you, right? I should not be competing with Bill Gates. I should be competing with another high school student who's making the same income as me and saying, hey, I'm making more income because here's a fucking side hustle. Or for example, I'm not going to compare myself to Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know why? Because he's Arnold fucking. I'm going to compare myself to a person that is of similar body weight, of similar build than me, or to me, that's like the same age as me, right? Because that makes sense. And when I beat that person, because I have more drive, I'm putting more time and effort into it, and when I beat them, That's going to give me a way higher sense of motivation than comparing myself to a fitness influencer that's constantly on steroids. Focus on yourself, build some internal motivation, see, hey, here's the progress I'm making, right? Another great way to do that, especially if you're, again, talking physique, is taking pictures, comparing yourself from February to comparing yourself to now. Like, you're going to see a huge difference, and that's how it should be, assuming that you're actually putting in effort and not just watching self-improvement videos on YouTube. And the second thing is comparing yourself to people that are of similar skill to you. You want to get better at the guitar there, right? Then compare yourself to somebody that's like an intermediate guitar player. Don't compare yourself to Nirvana or Kurt Cobain. God damn it, I love Kurt Cobain. Competitiveness needs to stop being a toxic buzzword. It needs to become a main motivator in your life, especially if you're a male. Competing with yourself is one of the best things you can do for your own mental health, right? And conversely, competing with others is one of the best things you can do for your ego and pride. Should you have a big ego and pride? Probably not, let's be honest here. But it's also important to say, hey, I have the ability to be better than this guy. I have the skills to be better than this guy. I am perfectly capable. And being able to do that is something that's going to motivate you for a very long time to come.
Please subscribe for more self-improvement type content geared towards Gen Z, and I hope you go out there and compete today.
And getting consistently beat to shit